If you're searching for images on the old Google search and you go to images.google.com, I just wanted to show you a few little tricks that may help you optimize your image search. So I'm going to type in Stitch, and why would you not want to type in Stitch? And I'm on a slow internet connection at the moment, but eventually I get pulled up with a bunch of ads, and then I'll have some images down here of which I would like to choose from. And that's pretty straightforward. So if I click on one of the images, then eventually it's going to show up on the right hand side here. Again, I have a slow connection, so I know that's going to take a moment. But some of the things that I wanted to share with, there it is, share with you. First of all, here I can see that that image is 736 by 1.3 something, so it's pretty big. I could download it. I know how to optimize it now, and this would be a great candidate for an easy way to make it transparent. I showed you how to do that in another video. But what I wanted to show you here is not that so much, but some of these tools. So if I click on, not that one, Tools, and here we go. If I click on Tools, I have some other options available that you may or may not be aware of. For example, I can limit the size, and this does a fairly good job of making things smaller images and that kind of a thing. But some other things that you might be interested in is if I click on Color, see my slow internet, if I click on Color, and my internet catches up with me, you're going to see an option that'll give me the ability to choose the color scheme that I'm interested in, or I can choose transparent, for example. So if I don't want to make an image transparent and maybe find one that already has that transparent background, I could select this, and it's ideally going to give me some images that have that transparent background. Well, how can I tell? Well, if I click on that image and that image has some of those triangles in the background, well, this one's kind of semi-transparent, isn't it? So this big part of the square is transparent, but there's still some not transparent here, so that might not be my best choice. I'll try a different one. And so if I choose that one, it doesn't have those triangles. This isn't a very good example of things that internet works perfectly all the time. So it looks like I'm not getting transparent images as I had hoped, so I'm just going to kind of keep clicking on some of these and see if I will eventually get some that are transparent. So there, nope, still not. See, I'm looking for these squares. So none of these are actually transparent like they say they're supposed to be. There we go. So what I'm looking for, and this is, I guess, accidentally a great example. I am supposed to be able to filter on just transparent images, so but I want to make sure that the one I choose, if I don't want to go into an editor and change the background myself, that I have a background that has all of these checkered squares in the background. So this would be one that I would be interested in if I needed a transparent background of Stitch. And so if I right click on it, then I can save the image as and save it in my project file folder. So again, there it is. Didn't mean to do that, but you have the ability to choose different colors if you need a particular color scheme of an image that you're trying to match. You also have usage rights, and usage rights mean that for educational purposes, you have the ability to use any image that you want on our web pages. But if you're actually making a website for a client, you have to make sure that they aren't a copyrighted image. So if you wanted to filter out images that are available that are non-copyrighted that you could use on a commercial site, if you're building a site for a client, for example, then you have the ability to filter images that are open licenses or free licenses to use on websites. So for example, obviously a Stitch, but not the same kind of Stitch, but hopefully that gives you an idea. So there's more tools available to you here that you may not have already been aware of, and that's what I wanted to bring your attention to in this video. So different types. Oh right, so if you wanted clip art, if you were being Stitch automatically defaults to this clip art type of image, but maybe if I typed in ocean, let's say, I don't know what I'm going to get, if I'm going to get anything here. So obviously these are all images, and those are all good candidates for PNGs or Webbies or JPEGs, but maybe I'm not interested in a photo. Maybe what I was really hoping for was going to Tools, and I'm going to click on Clip Art and see if I can find an ocean that is more clip art and not a photo. So that's another way to filter out your images to get what you might be interested in. So hope this video was helpful in helping you find the right image for your website.